Previously, on the practice.
His name is James McNown. He's a business associate of Marcia's.
The police have issued no statement as of yet, except to confirm that a fatal shooting did take place in the senator's home.
This is Alan Lowe. He just came over from Middlesex.
Why do I care?
Because he's your backup on this.
My father didn't know about the affair, but I certainly did. First, I got the gun, and I shot Mr. McNown.
Your Honor!
Chambers!
No question, we're having our hand forced by perjury. But the likelihood is he flipped out and he shot the guy, and we would be crazy to walk away from this deal.
I only accepted this plea of manslaughter because my conscience cannot permit allowing my daughter to accept any culpability for this act.
And if she is the shooter, I am going to eventually prove it.
I say this now, client to attorney. Jim McNown had his affair with Keith.
What?
You all were so close. You just had the wrong spouse in bed. And the wrong one with the gun.
Made a mistake. I will now serve time for that mistake.
I appreciate you coming in.
If this is what I think it's about, I'm happy to have the discussion here instead of my home.
We can go into the conference room. I won't presume to know the anger you must feel toward your husband.
Wise choice.
He's in prison for a murder he didn't commit. Can you really live with that?
Was that your concern? How I'm holding up?
If I could negotiate a favorable deal with the district attorney.
No.
Marcia.
Eleanor. I told you what I told you under the seal of attorney-client.
I know this, but...
Then let me tell you something you may not know. If you reveal my confidence, I will sue you. And this firm.
Do you really think I'm afraid of being sued, Marcia?
Keith can accept it this way. Why can't you?
Because I can't.
If you pull that switch, Eleanor, at least have the presence of mind to enjoy it, because it will be your very last act as a practicing attorney.
What time?
Around 9:30, right after you left.
Did she say what she wanted?
No. She and Eleanor went to the conference room, but they both seemed suspicious. Ask Jimmy.
John.
How are you?
I'm fine. How are you?
Great, great, great.
Everybody, this is, well, they know who you are. John Mockner, this is Rebecca Washington, Jimmy Berluti, Lucy Hatcher, Eugene Young. To what do I owe this?
Want to engage your services, actually. I have a client scheduled for execution on Thursday. He wants me to be with him in Indiana, which means I need local counsel up here, Rule 48.
Actually, I start trial on Friday.
Bobby, there's really nothing to do. I just need somebody of record, just in case.
Me.
I think Rebecca might be interested.
Okay, excellent. Give me 10 minutes, I'll bring you up to speed.
John Mockler.
Who's he?
He's it for death penalty appeals. He stayed more executions than everybody else combined.
Vivian?
Hey, Eugene.
What's wrong?
Well, Leonard sent me to tell you that he doesn't want you for the parole hearing.
What do you mean he doesn't want me?
He doesn't want you.
Well, did he hire somebody else?
No. He says he just wants to represent himself this time. You know how he gets.
Let's go.
All federal executions are in Indiana. Jurisdiction of the case, though, is still in Boston, which is why I need local counsel should there be any last-minute appeals, which there won't be. Walters waived them.
What did he do?
Killed a federal employee. Wasn't very pretty, but that was then. Today, he's a different man. And he's ready to die.
He wants to die.
He wants closure.
I was hoping I'd get to do something. Can I meet him? What if he changes his mind and suddenly does want me to file an appeal? It would help for me to be able to represent to the court that I know him a little.
Okay, good point. Want to come with me now?
Oh, sure.
Well, let's go.
Keith was sleeping with the guy, and she shot him.
But she prefaced it with client to attorney. And I know ordinarily it has to be sealed. But since we represent Keith as well, and this could help him...
This is why we should have never represented both of them.
The question is, what do we do?
I don't think there's anything we can do.
So the congressman is gay?
We just sit back and let an innocent man...
You try to convince her to come forward.
Oh, yes, she didn't exactly waver in her response.
Keith knows she did it, and he's taking the fall.
That's another story, but yes.
Have her come in again and see how well she plays poker.
I know you did the best you could. I know that.
You also know that I paid for half of the investigation with my own money. So you don't feel entitled to tell me you're angry. Instead, you just dismiss me with this passive-aggressive
Hey, if I want to fire
Send
you...
your wife to say, don't
you're
come.
fired then, okay? If that's the way you want to hear it that way. I figured the only chance to convince the board to let me go is to go in there and put myself before them without the shield of
Without
law.
the advice, because you know what my advice will be.
Enough! Shut it down!
What message do you plan to be bringing, Leonard?
I'm innocent. Same message as my trial. At appeal. I'm innocent.
You will lose. Now, if it seems like I'm taking this personally, it's because I know you're innocent. And I know I'm the lawyer who lost this. I got the witnesses lined up. I've done my homework on the board. Let me do this with you, Leonard. You got a wife out there, man. A son who wants his dad to come home. Let me help you.
Didn't you explain it to her?
Yeah, but she wanted to meet you.
Okay.
Mr. Mockler tells me you've pretty much given up hope.
Who I was when I committed that crime and who I am now. Two very different people.
I guess that makes me curious as to why the person you are now wishes to be executed.
Do you know the atrocity of my crime? I stabbed a woman 78 times. I studied this. I prayed. I was trying to find a way to forgive myself. And then I saw the truth. Forgiveness is somebody else's job. And he's already done it. He washed me clean the minute I sincerely repented.
When you pray, do you tell God what you want? Or do you ask him what he wants? God doesn't forgive you so you can die happy. I think he washes you clean so you can start over, so you can learn and struggle and do his work. Walter, you could live another 40 years. And how much good could you do in here in that time? How many people could you help? How many souls could you save? Maybe you could start some ministries. Walter, have you ever thought of that? We could file an emergency hearing in First Circuit. He seemed like he might change his mind.
Rebecca, let me ask you a question. Do you think you helped in there? First of all, there aren't any more issues. We've exhausted them.
There's always something.
No, there's not going to be a stay of execution. No commutation. All you succeeded in doing just now is agitating him. So instead of dying with any sense of closure or feeling at peace with God, he might now feel his death won't be satisfactory penance. So, the one thing he had left to cling to, you perhaps just stripped him of. He's not a cause, Rebecca. He's a human being who will die on Thursday. Perhaps a little more painfully now.
The prison parole officer will testify for you. He supports your release.
Well, you'd think that should be the end of it.
We wish. The board is made up of 4 prosecutors, a retired police lieutenant, a probation officer, and an advocate for victims' rights. It's stacked. Okay. Let's turn to it. You know what I'm going to say.
And you know what I'm going to say when you do.
If you do not take responsibility for the crime, they will never let you out.
I will not say
if we
that I committed that crime.
They won't even adjourn before they vote.
I won't say, go to hell.
You arrogant son of a bitch.
Get out of here.
You want to be proud? You got a kid at home without a father. How proud is that?
Hey, guard! Get him out of here!
Hey, stay the hell away. This is lawyer client. Don't come near us. I'm not leaving. You have to. They do not let people out of here unless they show remorse. Now, that's the only way. That's the only way.
I met with my partners on this, Marcia, and we need to inform you of our decision.
After very careful consideration, we've decided to risk sanctions from the Massachusetts Bar, and we're going to reveal your privileged communication to Ms. Frutt. We feel the sanctity of the attorney-client privilege is simply outweighed by the injustice caused to your husband. Add to that, as officers of the court, we feel we have an obligation to disclose that an innocent man is serving a prison term for a crime he didn't commit. Now, we have 2 choices. We can go forward with you here or without. Going with you, we feel we're in a better position to protect you. We may even be able to negotiate a reduced plea given our relationship with the district attorney. Obviously, it's best for you to join hands with us here.
I completely agree with you, with a few small exceptions. First, if you reveal a privilege, particularly this one, you don't simply risk sanctions, you'd be disbarred. Second, by doing so, you perhaps unwittingly shield me from any prosecution, since Eleanor won't be permitted to testify, and the DA would never be able to build a case independent of the poisonous fruit. Third, The DA got a conviction for this crime. Good luck getting her to reconsider it. Fourth, I simply don't know what Eleanor's talking about. She must have misunderstood something I said. And fifth, could you all go somewhere and respectively self-fornicate?
I understand I may have perhaps riled you up. That was not my intent.
I understand that.
I was only trying to convey... Walter, if you, in your mind, were choosing death to serve God, it's possible to serve God with your life's work as well.
I think it's best if I accept my punishment.
Okay.
I do thank you.
Well... It was nice to meet you.
It's nice to have lawyers that believe in the Lord. I owe my salvation to Mr. Mockler. I know that.
You do? Why?
He opened my heart to Jesus.
John Mockler did?
Of course.
Did John Mockler persuade you to sacrifice your life for Jesus?
He persuaded me to serve Jesus, to embrace him.
And you're serving him by dying?
By accepting the punishment for my sins.
Let's just start.
Can I begin? Because I don't think there's anything to talk about. We can't break privilege.
It's not that simple.
I think it is.
Privilege exists to protect the client. Here we have competing client interests.
It doesn't matter.
Absolute,
It
Eleanor.
does matter. It's not absolute, and there are exceptions.
But this doesn't qualify as one of them.
Everything she said is true. We'd face disbarment. It wouldn't do any good. Plus, what she didn't say is, we're in the business of keeping client secrets no matter what.
There is one other way. Go to Keith. He can still blow that whistle here.
Can I tell him what she told us? Is that violating privilege?
I don't think so. And even if it does, it's nothing that she can make a meal out of.
Would you be okay with me going to Keith?
I think we can live with that.
He didn't exhaust all the appeals.
What?
John Mockler. There's some he left out for Walter Dawson, and there have been others.
What others?
Death penalty clients who suddenly found God and decide to waive last-minute appeals. John Mockler helped them all find God. He's helping the state kill his clients.
Is this why you wanted to see me?
You do seem to have a high percentage of clients who find God.
Right before they die.
When was the last time you faced death, Rebecca? It can make you turn to spirituality, believe it or not.
You said you exhausted all of Walter Dawson's appeals. You didn't.
What'd I leave out?
He was diagnosed with fetal alcohol syndrome.
That was raised at trial.
For diminished capacity. It should have been raised again for sentencing.
I don't think it would have had any effect. And I come down against drafting kitchen sink appeals. You only lose credibility.
You had another client, Larry Wilcox. You chose to raise FAS in his defense.
I thought it was more persuasive there.
How come you didn't try it?
Because I didn't think it would fly. And my client, by the way, instructed me to drop all further appeals.
After you helped him find God.
Rebecca, he's gonna die. What do you suggest I do? Hand him a copy of Chicken Soup for the Soul?
All right.
Now, I pursue all viable appeals. And sometimes, I even win them, if you bothered to check up on that. But when there's nothing left, when there is nothing left, I do try to give them some consolation. If they feel they're getting some kind of salvation, it helps. I have been there, Rebecca. I've seen it. It helps.
It's been a long time since I had on a coat and tie.
You look good, Dad.
You think so?
Parole officer goes up first. He's with us. But remember, the board doesn't figure to be sympathetic. You can't let them antagonize you.
You want to say that again?
You want to give me some sign you get it?
He gets it, Eugene. He's ready to do what's necessary. Baby.
All I've had these last 12 years is my word and the truth. If I say I killed that man...
It's your only chance to get out.
There's been a lot of people supporting me, Vivian. Raising money to pay his bills. People going to the bank on my being innocent. What do I say to them?
They all know this is part of the game, Leonard.
Me lying. I gotta go and lie to get redemption. That's the game.
Dad, just get yourself out. Come home.
Eleanor went to see Keith. Eugene is at the parole hearing, and Rebecca...
You never went home.
There's more.
Rebecca.
You might believe him, but I don't.
There is nobody who's done more to fight the death penalty than John Mockler.
Bobby, there's more.
What are you talking about?
Keith, I know. Marcia discovered you in bed with McNown. She killed him. I know it all. How can you be willing to serve a sentence for a crime she committed? My God. Do you think being gay is worse for your image than being thought of as a murderer?
I don't know what you're talking about.
Marcia told me to keep me from going after Allison.
She is lying. To punish me for killing her lover.
Oh, she's seeking to punish you by confessing to me she's a murderer. That really makes sense. Keith, I'm one of your oldest friends. I am not gonna love you any less because you are gay. For God's sake.
Do you know the letters I get? They think I'm a hero. Good for you, they say. I would have blasted him too. I'm a folk hero, Eleanor. And when I get out, my constituency will still be there. Michael Dukakis, his career died when he reacted with dispassion at the idea of his wife being attacked. Good for you, they say to me. You shot the bastard. What man wouldn't?
Please.
I'm instructing you to drop this. I made my deal. I'm happy with the deal. And as your client, I instruct you to just let this be. You will carry out my wish, Eleanor.
I tell inmates, use the time in here. Don't let it use you.
And how has Leonard Marshall used his time?
Well, he's improved his education. When he first came to us, he had anger issues, but now he teaches the anger management course. A lot of the inmates and even some of the guards, they look up to him.
I'm seeing in the file last month they found a syringe in his cell.
I think that syringe was planted. When a man gets a parole hearing date, the first thing I tell him is check under your mattress and make sure nobody frames you by planting a knife or drugs.
If Leonard Marshall is released, does he pose any threat?
Not in my opinion.
How can you be sure?
Well, men his age have low recidivism rates, especially when they have a support network on the outside. He's got that support from his wife and his son.
Correct me if I'm wrong, but half the men in prison today committed felony crimes while on parole.
Well...
Again, correct me if I'm wrong, but in 1991, 13,000 people were murdered in this country by criminals on parole or probation.
Is the chairwoman introducing evidence?
Mr. Young, this is not a court of law. The rules of evidence do not apply.
I realize that, but
also, there's no reason to object. No appellate court reviews our decisions.
I don't have time for this. I'm on a plane to Indiana within the hour.
Things seem to be a little coincidental. Your most heinous clients seem to find God and waive all their appeals. The ones who might be innocent, you push their cases to the end.
And you think that's coincidental? That the evil would be more predisposed to seek redemption?
You're deciding who lives and who dies, John. The ones you choose not to fight for, you steer them to find religion. You're conducting some kind of mad triage with your clients.
Now, what's mad is that suggestion.
I called a lot of the families. You influenced death row inmates to waive appeals, to seek salvation.
I'm not listening to this.
I used to respect you.
All this time, I thought you were this big champion against the death penalty, and look at what you are.
Do you know when you file for stay of execution with the Supreme Court, you're lucky if one of the clerks even skims your brief? Know why that is? Because every attorney for every death row inmate files, claiming his case is special. And eventually all of them, even the legitimate ones, fall on deaf ears. Now, I'll tell you what the problem is, Rebecca. Defense attorneys have no credibility anymore. They pay attention when I call, because I don't waste their time. There is a reason I've gotten more stays than any other lawyer.
So you weed out the good cases from the bad and sacrifice people like Walter Dawson?
I did everything I could for Walter. And I will be at his side tonight. Bye, Bobby.
Finding out it was Leonard who did it was almost as painful as losing Jack. We were all friends. At least I thought we were.
How do you feel about granting parole to this man?
I'm a Christian woman, so forgiving people is something I have to try to do. It took me a long time, but I did forgive Leonard, and I pray for him.
You've heard the testimony about the prisoner's exemplary behavior over many years.
Sounds like the Leonard Marshall I used to know.
Are you saying you support parole for your husband's killer, Mrs. Horan?
I don't believe in an eye for an eye. But I wouldn't want another family to be destroyed like mine was. So I pray that you keep him in prison for as long as he lives.
Thank you. We'll take a 15-minute break, and then we'll hear from Mr. Marshall.
It comes down to you.
I don't think I can say it, Eugene. I cannot say I'm guilty.
If you don't, Leonard, you will spend the rest of your life in prison.
I swore to my wife and son that I wouldn't let prison make me hard or break me. And if it wasn't for them, I don't know.
It sounds like you've done better in prison than out.
I'm sorry?
Well, on the streets, you seem to have had trouble holding a job. And when you got fired from the garage, you got angry and committed murder. Is it possible you do better in a more structured environment?
What are your plans if you're released?
After what I've been through here, I'd like to find a way to help kids stay out of trouble. Maybe become a counselor or a teacher or something.
At trial, You denied murdering Jack Horan, is that correct?
Yes.
And you continue to deny your guilt throughout the appellate process?
Yes.
Do you now accept responsibility for your crime? Mr. Marshall, did you not hear my question?
I heard the question.
Sir, Mrs. Horan is sitting right there. She's been waiting 12 years for you to finally tell the truth. Is that going to happen today?
Mrs. Horan, I know you suffered so much. And I'm sorry. But I did not kill your husband.
Mr. Marshall, taking responsibility means admitting the crime.
Even if it's not the truth.
Leonard.
Mr. Marshall,
I will remind you, sir, accountability is a condition for parole.
I didn't kill anybody.
Leonard, don't.
You're telling me to get out of here. I gotta show you I'm a good man. And the only way to do that is to lie and say I'm a killer. Well, I am not a killer. I am not a killer.
Are you done?
I am not done. You see, you have to make me say I killed him, because otherwise you have to face the fact that you've got an innocent man sitting in jail for 12 years for something he didn't do. You just want to pretend you only got guilty people in prison.
Mr. Marshall, I warn you.
You warn me what? That I'm not going to get parole? I was never going to get parole. Not from you. You know, it's a joke. A damn joke. Now I'm done.
Rule 48 says I can make an oral motion for an emergency stay.
Yeah, wait a second. Your client wants to be executed.
Because he was brainwashed by his lawyer.
Are you serious?
Your Honor, I really believe it's true. I've been a friend of John Mockler's for a long...
If John Mockler didn't want to help somebody, why wouldn't he just decline to take the case? Are you suggesting he took on clients for the purpose of securing their executions?
Possibly, yes.
Why?
Well, he has cases he wants heard at the appellate level at the Supreme Court. Because those courts are inundated with so many futile, baseless appeals, a lot of deserving cases get thrown out with the bathwater. So I think he takes cases to weed them.
If there's anything remotely redeeming about a client, or there's police misconduct, or the guy could possibly be innocent, he goes to the mat. For the scumballs, they all find God and waive final appeals. He is deciding who's entitled to a defense and who's not.
On the record before me, Mr. Mockler has committed no malpractice. And there is no evidence of any mental defect on the part of Walter Dawson.
Can you stay the execution for a week? To at least take a look?
No. But I salute your innovation. I mean, this is a new one. Is John Mockler behind this?
No, he isn't.
Declare him incompetent. It's all I can think of. I mean, you should have seen him, Jimmy. He sounded almost deranged. But he's still legally competent. Eleanor, We're at a dead end. There's nothing more we can do.
So you went to see Keith and told him what I said to you.
Why don't you sue me?
Eleanor, if you go any further with this, I will very much sue you. Count on that.
Marcia, sooner or later, you're gonna make a mistake.
Well, for now, you'll have to wait until that happens.
I will. You can count on that.
The fact is, parole is a political process. A man convicted of murder wants to be released. If you deny that request, nothing happens. But if you grant it, there's always a chance he might kill again. Nobody needs that pressure. Nobody wants that guilt. Nobody's looking for a public scandal. So yes, you could give my client a fair hearing, but bottom line, what's in it for you?
Are you saying we're corrupt, Mr. Young?
I'm saying that what we've forgotten somehow is that this is a man who has fought to better himself, a man who has done his time with grace and dignity, a man who deserves to be released, but because there is no political upside, you won't take the time to figure that out. Now, I admit that a lot of these inmates probably should be rejected, but what about the few who shouldn't be? Yes, Leonard Marshall claims to be innocent. And what if he actually is? With new technology, with the use of DNA, we know for a fact that innocent people do get convicted.
This is not a forum to retry your client's guilt or innocence.
My client wants to go home. He could have lied. He could have come in here and said exactly what you wanted to hear. But instead, he risked everything. The chance to go home with his wife and son because he wouldn't give away the only thing that kept his family sane for the last 12 years, the fact that he is innocent. This may not be the forum to prove it, but don't tell me it's not relevant. This is Leonard Marshall's family. They were there the day he was taken away, and they are here now asking you to please give him back. Take this chance. Prove that you're motivated by justice, not politics. Prove that you care about people, not publicity. Prove that this board can be feared, but still fair. That's what Leonard Marshall wants. It's what he deserves.
Thanks. Viv. James, I know you're very angry with me right now, but I just... We're ready.
Six minutes.
For the purposes of this hearing and our decision, we must presume the defendant to be guilty as convicted. That said, we're faced today with a man who committed murder, who still refuses to accept responsibility for his crime. I have never heard of any parole board granting release under such a circumstance. So today would be a first. By majority vote, Mr. Leonard Marshall's petition for release is granted. We are adjourned.
Granted. Now?
Pretty much.
Oh, my God.
Still here?
I didn't feel like going home.
Has it happened yet?
Like, any minute, I guess I have it on.
You did all you could. Here it is.
The sentence of death was carried out upon Walter Dawson. The procedure was initiated at 12:09. Death was pronounced at 12:23. His final words were to ask forgiveness from the victim's family and from God. That's all. Thank you.
That was Warden John Cowser, and now we are switching to Attorney John Mockler.
As surely as Walter Dawson committed an act of murder, so did our federal government this night. Our country charges all over the world, declaring itself a champion of human rights. I ask you, from where do we derive our moral integrity? Learned Hand, you know, he said, liberty lies in our hearts. And once it dies there, no constitution can save it. I might suggest the same would be true for humanity.
You're number 218?
Yes. I thought I was meeting Freddie.
Well, Freddie works for me, but I gave him the day off. Mr. Herman.
Jimmy.
Well, my condolences, Jimmy. What the Steelers did to you ought to be against the law. Cruel and unusual punishment. You see the game? Of course you saw it. $5,000 wager. You got a pulse. You're going to watch the game.
That interception killed me.
That's why I don't bet.
I have a good portion of the money.
See, I would have gone with the Steelers, too. What are you kidding? Getting 8.5? But now, with the Steelers and the losers on the Falcons and the Rams and the Bears and the Niners, plus what you didn't get to Freddie last week.
I have 7,000.
Which means you owe what? 27 more?
Which I will have by the end of the week.
You're 2 weeks late now.
I'm gonna borrow some money from my retirement account, but it takes a couple of days. And I gotta call in to a cousin of mine in Worcester. Guy owns like 12 parking lots.
I got another idea.
Okay. Sure.
You're a lawyer, right?
Yes. I mean, did I tell Freddie that?
My proposal is this. You provide some legal services and your debt goes away.
What sort of legal services?
My ex-wife is trying to rob me. Will you be my lawyer, Jimmy?
decaf, Lucy.
It's not.
I can tell when it's decaf.
It's regular.
You know, I find on trial days I don't need caffeine.
Listen to you, the office coffee hog, telling me that
What?
You might as well hook up an IV, Rebecca.
I take my share, no more.
Lindsay, that was Martin Jinx's mother. She's still in Hartford.
Excuse me?
She couldn't get the day off.
Her son goes on trial for attempted murder. She can't get the day off?
I thought you were going to plead.
He wouldn't let me.
Don't tell me.
He's innocent.
He is.
Morning.
Still morning?
Sorry I'm late. That personal matter of mine went a little longer than I thought. Bobby, you got a minute?
Sure. What's up?
Deposition in the Sandler case got pushed. They're saying beginning of next month.
That's what you need a minute for?
Bobby, I was asked to do some pro bono work, which I really need to do.
What's wrong?
The guy's my bookie. I don't gamble anymore. Trust me. You do not have to worry about that because I have definitely learned my lesson.
What do you owe?
$27,000. It started small to make the games more interesting. That's all. Last season I did okay. Better than okay. Started thinking I knew what I was doing.
What's the case?
His ex-wife is suing him for fraud. He won the lottery. She's claiming he didn't tell her.
Lottery? For how much?
Well, $100,000. He says he bought the ticket with separate funds. The lottery commission's holding all the money until the ownership issues are resolved. Anything I can get him over 70 comes off my tab. It's 1 day's work, 2 at the most.
She did everything right. She stayed calm, she avoided eye contact, and she gave up the money without a fight. He shot her anyway. It's a miracle she didn't die.
When did you arrive on the scene, Detective?
Within minutes. There was another woman at the store, an eyewitness, Martha McKee. She's the one that called 911.
What happened after you arrived?
Well, we got a description of the shooter from Mrs. McKee. We pulled the surveillance tape and started canvassing the area. We found the defendant less than 2 blocks away.
What was he doing?
Sitting on a stoop, drinking beer with some of his friends. He was dressed just like on the tape. Same sweatshirt, everything.
What did you do next, Detective?
We placed him under arrest and searched him. We found $580 in his pocket.
This witness, Mrs. McKee, did she attempt to make a formal identification of the suspect?
Yes, we showed her a photo 6-pack.
This one?
Yes. She positively identified photo number 2 as the man who shot the clerk.
And whose photograph is in the number 2 slot?
Photo number 2 is him, the defendant, Martin Jinx.
The clerk who was shot, did she identify my client?
No, she couldn't make any identification.
None at all?
She knew it was a white male, that's all.
When you found my client, Detective, did you find a gun on him?
No, we never found a weapon.
Any fingerprints at the scene?
He was wearing gloves.
Did you find the gloves?
No.
It went good, didn't it?
Well, it looked like you on the tape.
It looked like me. Half my block has a sweatshirt like that.
It's not just the sweatshirt, Martin. They've got that witness.
Who's wrong?
Wrong, but unequivocal. And she's a pretty credible person. Selectman, school committee member in Braintree, long
She's
history.
wrong!
Okay, you need to calm down. Here's the problem. If I put you on the stand, the jury could learn about your record.
For getting high, stealing some CDs? I don't take off stores with guns. I don't shoot people.
I believe you. But I'm telling you, I met with this witness. I talked to her myself. I'm worried that the jury will take her word.
Well, that can't be enough to put me in jail.
It is enough. She's an eyewitness. and throw in the hooded sweatshirt, the cash in your pocket?
I told you I earned that money bussing tables downtown.
In an off-the-books job for $200 a week, you were carrying $600. These are the questions you will be asked.
All the money I got, I carry. It makes me feel big, you know? So why all of a sudden do you think I'm gonna lose? Tell me that.
Sometimes you get a feel in the room. And I just don't like the one I'm getting here. That police officer seemed pretty persuasive. I didn't like the way the jury was looking at you.
But I didn't do anything.
I know that. But if we lose, attempted murder is 15 to life. And your mother not showing up? That didn't help.
Promise me I won't go to jail.
I can't make that promise. Please, let me try to plead. If I can get a reduced sentence, please.
The problem is, you bought the lottery ticket on July 18th. You won the money on the 22nd. The divorce became final on the 28th.
Why is this a problem?
Legally, she's entitled to half.
Yeah, but I'm not hiring you for a legal opinion, Jimmy. You gotta figure out how to keep her from getting any.
We would have to show the ticket was bought with segregated funds.
Well, we've been over this. I told you I did.
Yes, but your word...
I segregated the money aside in anticipation of the divorce. I bought the ticket with that money.
I'm not sure the judge will believe that. And if he thinks you're trying to commit a fraud, he could give it all to her. That's what I'm most worried about.
Listen to me. I already give her $6,000 a month, more than I have to.
Which we will point out.
Just to keep her yap shut about what I do.
Which we will not point out.
Do you know what she does all day? Gets her nails done and bangs her boyfriend. $6,000 a month. This is how she shows her gratitude.
I'd like to try to settle this.
Why?
Because I don't want it coming down to your demeanor or your word of honor. I got a meeting set up with her attorney. If I could get 60 for you, 40 for her...
That does you no good.
I understand that. But we got to look at what we're faced with here. The judge could give her 60-40. And if he should have given it all to her...
I'll kill her first. Maybe that should be our strategy here. We tell her, walk away for health reasons.
Are you threatening her?
I'm using you to intimidate her.
Are you threatening her life?
Of course not. Just get my money.
You just take your time. All right, keep your answers short and try to look at the jury.
Is this attorney aggressive? She didn't seem so.
She'll be tougher in court than when she interviewed you, but you just stick to what you saw and you'll be fine.
Okay.
All right, I'll see you at 8:45 tomorrow. Sharp.
Okay.
Come in.
Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't know you were busy.
No, it's all right. We're just finishing. I believe you know Martha McKee.
We've met.
Hello again.
We'll see you tomorrow, 8:45.
Okay.
She's wrong about the ID.
Came here to tell me that?
She was scared to death, probably focused on the gun. And we both know how unreliable eyewitnesses can be.
Not pleading out.
He's got no priors for violence and sitting less than 2 blocks away in the same sweatshirt? How stupid could he be?
What about the cash? 600? That's
He likes to carry cash. There's nothing illegal.
No deal.
Look, I've been doing this a long time, and I'm not in the habit of believing all my clients. I think he's innocent.
12 years. That's the best I can do.
Come in with 5, I'll sell it.
Well, I'm sure you would, but I'm offering 12.
What's the settlement conference?
20 minutes.
So when did all this start? The gambling.
I told you, nickel and dime bets to make the games interesting. Then, I upped it to make my life interesting. You get addicted to the risk, I guess.
Which means you have to bet more than you can afford to lose.
I ain't doing it anymore.
Jimmy, if it's an addiction...
My cousin's in one of those gambling anonymous clubs. Odds are I'll go. That was a joke.
I'm not laughing.
Hey, let's not forget how I got here. I falsified loan documents and got myself fired from a bank. That's my legacy.
That's not your legacy. If you're trying to tell me you're not smarter than this, I don't buy it.
I'm not gambling anymore. You have my word.
Stuart Miller and client.
Send him in.
Hello. Speaking. When? Oh, God. Yeah, okay. How? Heart attack. She's just in my office. It happened on the drive home. She's DOA.
And this was your eyewitness?
Yes, my only eyewitness. But she hadn't testified. She's due up next.
Any recorded testimony of any...
I still got the videotape. We got the clothes. Maybe if I can sell the...
No gun? No prints? Without that eyewitness, the judge will knock you out on a Rule 25 before it even gets to the jury. Any chance you'll put the defendant up?
She's too smart. I think we're dead.
Does Dole know the witness is dead?
No, I don't think so. Certainly not from me.
And there's still time. Plead it out.
Kenny, I think I have to tell her.
No, you don't. It isn't exculpatory evidence. You don't have to tell her anything about this. Plead it out. Quick.
I think we can all agree, if we can work this out amicably, it would save time.
Oh, is that the goal here? That we all get amicable?
Vicky.
That the purpose of the fraud is to bring us tight?
This is her. Charming.
Okay. This isn't a good start.
Look, the legal reality here is not complicated. The lottery ticket was purchased before the divorce. The prize was won before the divorce. The money is marital property.
Well, not if he bought the ticket with segregated funds.
Do you have any records from any bank accounts that
I
would
kept it
substantiate-
cash.
Ugh, you can't even lie well.
All right. Anger isn't going to help things.
Anger is all he left me with, Mr. Berluti. He divorced me because he won the lottery.
That is not true.
Sid.
No, the marriage was dead. We were no longer intimate. We didn't communicate.
Communicate? You couldn't communicate that you won the lottery.
Or that you were a bitch.
Hey!
Play the tape.
Vicky, I'd really prefer...
Play the tape.
What tape?
This would be July 14th, shortly before the lottery. May I?
What is this?
I believe it speaks for itself. May I?
Go ahead.
You don't think I kept records of certain things, Sid?
What's going on?
This would be your client here with the female undergarments. And that would be my client there with the apparatus. My client, from this angle, is on top of your client, right there.
Turn it off. First of all, that isn't relevant.
As distasteful as it is, Mr. Berluti, I'm afraid it is relevant. Your client is claiming that the marriage was dead before the lottery. He's saying that there was no intimacy. Well, although admittedly unconventional, that was conjugal activity on that tape. And should this go to court, we will introduce it.
I'll suppress it.
I doubt it.
Okay, here's the deal. I get 70, and you get 30. Just bend over and take it, Sid. You never minded before.
Alan, these are the results of our polygraph. He passed convincingly.
Come on, Lindsay. For all I know, you tested him 10 times and he passed once.
I didn't. He's innocent, Alan. He stands to be convicted for wearing a green sweatshirt. He didn't do it. Look at his record, for God's sake. He's never committed any kind of violent crime.
5 years, 5 more probation. And he waives parole. It's the best I can do.
I'm not doing 5 years.
Martin.
No!
It's a good deal.
Sending me to jail for something I didn't do? The guy who shot that woman is still out there. Don't they care about that?
I don't care about him. I care about you. I don't want you doing 15 years.
It's not the truth!
Forget about the truth. It doesn't work that way. I can't win this trial. If I thought I could, 5 years, you still have a life left. 15, you don't.
Your Honor, we've reached an agreement.
Is that right, Ms. Dole?
Yes, Your Honor, my client is prepared to enter a change of plea.
Mr. Jenks, is it your desire to plead guilty at this time?
Yes.
I need you to speak up, son.
Yes.
All right. Now I need to ask you some questions for the record.
Okay.
Is your decision to plead guilty being made voluntarily?
Yes.
Did you talk about it with your attorney?
Yes.
You understand that by pleading, you're waiving your right to cross-examine witnesses, present evidence, and have a jury decide your guilt?
Yes.
Ms. Dole, have you advised your client regarding this plea?
I have, Your Honor.
And you concur with it?
I do.
All right. Before I can formally take the guilty plea, I need the defendant to establish a factual basis for it.
What she said, my lawyer already told you I want to plead guilty.
Martin, you have to.
Son, I need you to tell me what you did in your own words. Otherwise, I can't accept your plea.
I did what the prosecutor said I did.
You robbed and then shot the woman in the convenience store.
Yes.
So, as to the charge of attempted murder, you wish to plead guilty?
Yes.
Very well. The plea is accepted. Mr. Lowe?
Commonwealth moves for remand.
Granted. Defendant is remanded into custody pending sentencing, and we are adjourned.
Are you okay? Thank you.
Okay.
I won't forget it.
This is not a good result, Jimmy. I'm due 50. I hire you to try to bump it up to 70, and now you're advising me to take 30? It's not a good result.
If you want to go to trial, I will do that.
What's the chance of that tape coming into play?
I'd bring a motion in limine to try to prevent that, but I can't guarantee success. If you're worried about people seeing that video, and having seen it, I would say your concern is a good one. I'd settle.
And just let her win?
I don't know what else to tell you.
Don't you look comfortable?
Hey, between a trial and a baby at home, if I find a quiet moment, I seize it.
You got a problem with that?
Evidently not.
I only came into work today because I'm exhausted.
Tell me about it.
Hey, Lindsay, did you see this? Today's obit page.
What?
Witness in my trial died. A heart attack.
One of yours or theirs?
Theirs. You knew she was dead.
If you're gonna yell...
I'm not yelling. I am using a firm voice. You knew she was dead. This case was over. Without that witness, you had to dismiss.
Not true.
It's fraud. You intentionally withheld...
Hey, your client committed attempted murder. 5 years for that is a gift for your information.
I'm filing a motion to vacate the plea, and then I'm going straight to your supervisor.
Let me save you the trouble. Mr. Lowe is acting under my direction and with my complete approval.
Well, so this was a conspiracy to mislead me?
We were acting within the ethical boundaries.
That's crap. You lied to me. You withheld material evidence.
It is not evidence, Miss Dole, and...
You can't sit on that kind of information, not when...
You got the deal you were asking for. You pushed for it, not us.
Are you serious?
We did nothing wrong.
First, you need to calm down.
Don't tell me to calm down. You calm down.
Okay, I'm going to take a second and calm myself down.
You think this is funny?
I think it's disgusting. I think all three of us should go into court, but we can't go in with emotion, Lindsay.
He would have walked. An innocent kid is doing 5 years...
Let's do some research on whether it qualifies as exculpatory or denial of due process. Eugene, maybe you and Rebecca can get on that. You need to draft a declaration setting forth exactly what Lowe told you. I'll mark up the motion with the clerk's office.
We can't let them get away with this, Bobby. We can't.
Can I help you, Lucy?
Jimmy's case is over.
Jimmy, what are you doing here? Family lawyer. Can I see?
It's not going to make your day.
I'd like to see.
Shots were heard less than an hour ago.
Witnesses?
Nobody yet. Your client's over here.
That's not my client, actually. I represent her husband.
We heard they're going through a divorce.
Yeah.
Would you happen to know where your client is right now, Jimmy?
No.
Well, can I take my plea back now?
I don't know. That's what we'll be going into court to ask for.
They can just lie like this?
I'm not sure. I've never really heard of this happening before.
So, when you were convincing me to plea, the witness was already dead?
Yes. We're gonna fight this, Martin.
I stood up in court and I told the judge, everybody
that I did it, and I didn't.
I've got my whole firm on it now. We're in before Judge Wilcox tomorrow.
Do you think we'll win?
We have a real chance. This isn't over.
Any listening devices in there?
None.
You believe this? They think I whacked her.
Did you?
I am shocked that you would ask me that, Jimmy. Check my alibi, you want peace of mind.
Did you have it done?
All right, just get me out.
What have you told them?
Nothing. Just asked for my lawyer, period. I didn't even so much as express grief over my wife's demise, which was difficult. Get me out.
I understand they don't like it, but the fact remains this plea is valid.
It was a violation of due process. It was made in bad faith and secured by fraud.
We did no such thing.
You deliberately withheld material evidence.
We have a duty to disclose exculpatory evidence, evidence that shows he didn't commit the crime. The fact that our witness died has nothing to do with whether he's guilty.
It went to whether you even had a case.
Mr. Donnell, your client accepted the plea in my courtroom. I heard it. He stood right there and admitted he robbed and shot that woman.
Which was extortion.
Extortion?
Ms. Dole?
Martin Jenks has always maintained his innocence. He took this plea because I forced him to, because I believed the eyewitness was ready to testify.
Lawyers play poker all the time.
Oh, don't insult me or this court by calling what you did poker.
Your Honor, every defendant who pleads takes a chance. He's gambling that he'll be better off pleading guilty than going to trial and getting convicted. Sometimes he's right and sometimes he's wrong. But the law doesn't permit him to withdraw his plea because he later learns that he overestimated the strength of our case.
This wasn't an estimation.
Who's arguing here?
Whatever chance they had at winning at trial died along with Mrs. McKee. As an officer of the court, Mr. Lowe was obligated to reveal that to me, as well as to you, Your Honor.
There is no such obligation in either case law or statute.
What about fundamental fairness? Your Honor, over 90% of all criminal cases are resolved by plea bargains. To work, the whole system has to be based on trust. Mr. Lowe and Mr. Walsh violated that trust.
The system is doing fine, Ms. Dole. And the right man is behind bars, where he belongs. Perhaps what's really going on here is Ms. Dole's concerned about her own action.
I didn't know I was negotiating with liars.
I object to that.
You're a liar.
Ms. Dole.
They care more about railroading people than doing justice. Martin Jenks is in jail right now for something he didn't do. That fact doesn't seem to bother the DA's office. It should bother this court.
It bothers the court that you forced your client to enter a guilty plea.
I persuaded him, thinking
You said forced.
Let me talk. We make our decisions. And yes, we force our clients' hands based on the case they have and whether they can make their burden. This case was a lie. A knowing lie, which my client relied on to his detriment. Did I lose it?
A little. But I think you did fine. Hopefully your passion will count. He said 20 minutes.
As far as the police are concerned, there's still no evidence.
Which there wouldn't be, because I'm innocent.
Right.
What about the status of the lottery winnings?
Your wife's estate can still make a claim. Do you want me to follow up on that?
No. Think I might engage new counsel just the same.
So, I guess we're done then.
Done? You still owe me the 27, Jimmy. Didn't exactly work that off.
I think we're done, Sid.
If I was in a position to be charitable, that would be one thing, but I got debts to pay off.
What do you say you walk out the door, forget my debt, and I'll forget how you threatened to kill your wife?
Privileged.
Bodily threats don't apply to...
Why didn't you blow your whistle? You thought I was going to hurt her, and you stayed quiet? That doesn't look good for you, does it? You want to know how big a gambling Jones is, Jimmy? You didn't want to hear it as a real threat because you wanted to pay off those bets. Truth is, I got more on you than you got on me.
I'm asking you to get out of this office now.
You're making me upset. From what you've seen, do I respond to stress good?
You're threatening me now?
Of course not. I will say this. You don't even know what you're into. I need that money. I'll give you a week.
Close the door, please. We're doing this in here because some of what I want to say is off the record.
Actually, it's our office policy that a court reporter be present for...
Mr. Lowe, I don't really care at this moment about your office policy.
We're fine without a court reporter, Your Honor.
Mr. Walsh, I've known you a long time, and I've known you to be a straight shooter. But I am very troubled by the due process implications of what happened here.
Your Honor, this defendant committed a violent...
Save it! There are no reporters present, and I don't need to hear your stump speech.
Then we'll submit on our prior argument, and again ask this court to deny defendant's motion to withdraw his plea.
Fine. I brought you in here, Mr. Walsh and Mr. Lowe, rather than embarrass you in public. Because I wanted to tell you that there is something more important than the mere holding of a case. I am talking about fair and unfair, right and wrong. And what happened in this case is wrong. And it sickens me that you two can't see that.
Everything I said in court, and I mean everything, was a correct statement of the law. And since we're off the record, let me just say frankly that I don't need lectures from Your Honor about right and wrong. Mr. Jenks pled guilty because he is guilty. And neither the law nor anybody's misplaced sense of injustice allows him to withdraw that plea. That's the law.
The law also allows me to throw your ass in a cell for contempt.
I don't mean to show Your Honor disrespect, but I will remind Your Honor that district attorneys are officers of the court who must conduct themselves in accordance with established law. Mr. Lowe and I did that, and we don't need to be brought into chambers to be told how we sicken you. Say it out there, where you'll be held accountable.
I am saying it here. And if I had a choice, I would set aside this plea. But
Your Honor, please.
I cannot throw out a knowing and voluntary plea of guilty on these facts. You negotiated what you thought was a good deal. You could have advised your client to continue with the trial, challenge the evidence. You didn't. The law doesn't allow you to benefit from regret. It is my regret as well. I am very sorry. Defendant's motion is denied.
Lindsay.
I respect that it's an adversary process. But I didn't come to you as an adversary. I dropped my sword and asked for a favor, and you played it like a favor. That isn't gamesmanship, Alan. It was dishonest. You know it. I know it. I gather you can live with it. There's an innocent kid in prison who may not.
All right, I'm gone. Can you lock up?
Sure.
Can I ask you something, Jimmy? Did he do it? Oh, come on. Privilege extends to me. Throw me a bone.
Says he didn't.
Right. Earth to Jimmy. Are you okay?
Yeah. I'll lock up.
Good night.
Night.
They're coming to take you to Concord. It's a high-security prison.
Tonight?
Yeah. Everybody convicted of a violent crime goes there first. I'm going to petition the Department of Corrections to move you as soon as possible. I'm also going to ask them to designate you a vulnerable inmate.
Okay.
It may take a while. In the meantime, I've requested that they keep you in solitary. I can't guarantee they'll do it. I'll get another lawyer to handle your appeal. A specialist, the best I can find. I'll ask him to argue that I was ineffective, that you had inadequate legal representation. It's a long shot, but worth a try. We can't give up. Just stay alive in there. Give me time. I'll do whatever it takes to fix this. The appellate process takes time.